we are going to make inside out pork egg rolls. But before we begin with the filling, we're gonna start with our egg roll wrappers. And what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get them in the oven. We're gonna use those as chips to put the filling on. So I have some organic rendered pork fat that I've salted on my pan. I stuck it in the oven to get it melted and spread out. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coat, because you know these things are used to being deep fried. So we're gonna simulate that, and I am just gonna slather them in the pork fat and let them brown, get bubbly and crispy. So for the filling in this recipe, I have browned a pound of local free-range pork. And I have chopped it up to small pieces. Now I know you see that grease in there, which is rendered pork fat. It would be a healthy fat because of the way this animal was raised. I can go to the grocery store and get some conventional ground pork, and the difference in the two meats are night and day because of what the animal ate. I am going to take this healthy fat out and transfer it to this paper towel. So I am just gonna put my paper towel in my pan. And let some of the fat get absorbed. So that I can add the rest of my ingredients. There we go. That looks good. Now I'm gonna put in 2 cups of cabbage, a half a cup of chopped celery. I am going to put in 1/4 of a cup of shallots. This is a half a teaspoon of ginger and a half a teaspoon of garlic. And I am going to mix this around. Make a mess while I'm at it because I am very good at that. It's already smelling good. Big piece. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add my spices, which are, I have here 1/4 of a teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice. Now I'm going to add a little bit of Himalayan sea salt, because really none of the ingredients we added other than the spices have any flavor. You've got celery, you've got cabbage, and you've got unseasoned pork. So some little seasonings will be a good thing. And then I'm going to add some cracked black pepper. I like a little spice in my dish. All right, and then last 2 ingredients. I have 2 eggs here. And you want to mix them in well. You don't want to see any thick pieces of egg. And then I have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. But I like to use the Bragg's Liquid Aminos. It's the healthy version of soy sauce. It's non-GMO. So now we're going to stir this around until all of the egg is cooked. So our chips are ready. They're nice and crispy and bubbly. This is going to be so good. So now for the plating. wait to see what my family thinks about this. If I had some fresh scallions, I would definitely garnish this with those. Give it that fresh green pop. And then you could either drizzle a little duck sauce over these or a little spicy mustard, whatever you like with your egg roll. Some little extra soy sauce. They look really good. Now, for the low carb version of this, you wouldn't eat the chip. You would just eat this in a bowl, or you can actually put it on a romaine lettuce leaf, which is probably the way I'm gonna eat it. So, bon appetit.